Welcome, one and all. Here we go again. WrestleMania is in the rearview mirror, and we're heading out now on a journey to find the trail that leads to the path up the ramp and across the bridge to the road to the next WrestleMania. There's lots to talk about, so I'm back again with exactly 7, not 5, not 6, not 8, but 7 Sunday morning hot takes. I'm the dispatcher. Let's get started. Hot take number 1. Cena as the champ was the right destination, but how we arrived was a car crash. It's too bad, too, because an intriguing match was taking place until Travis Scott appeared. Cena was starting to win the crowd over with his tenacity and charisma, and Cody's support was fading. But that ending, man, that ending. Like a really great party with lots of interesting people, but it ends with getting kicked in the nuts and losing your wallet. I understand now why Travis Scott was at Elimination Chamber, so that the audience would understand that he represents The Rock when The Rock is unavailable. He's the final boss's shadow, or better yet, his personal eunuch. A powerful role, but lacking any esteem or potency. Hot take number 2. I really like everything that Cena is doing right now, and it makes it really hard not to cheer for him. He's entertaining as hell, and he's not wrong about a lot of things, and where he is wrong, it's relatable and clever. I'm firmly in the Let's Go Cena camp, which I know makes me just as awful as those horrible people, the Cena Sucks jackoffs. The very worst people, though, are the Let's Go Cena Sucks people. I've seen a few doing it. That's bullshit. You can't be on both sides of a dueling chant. Pick a side, make a decision. Don't be a poser. You people are disgusting and you make me sick. Just joking, but you know I'm right. There's an interesting story here scratching at the surface, but I doubt we'll see it play out fully. Cena's charm and conviction could pull more and more fans into his corner, fans that bring an enthusiasm of their own because they're swimming against the stream. If Cena's fan support tipped back to near 100%, it would be interesting to see how he would respond, especially down the stretch. Like the Grinch who ruined wrestling, perhaps his heart will grow 3 sizes that day. The day he heard them singing his name without any presents at all. No t-shirts, no hats, no colors, no theme, no new music nor catchphrase, no viral meme. But still their voices sang proudly his name. He hadn't ruined wrestling. It remained just the same. Hot take number 3. 2 weeks ago, I mentioned that most of my favorite wrestlers were heels, and I'm starting to wonder if this will become problematic. When legends like Cena, Becky, Naomi, The New Day turn heel, it can rejuvenate their careers by making them more interesting and relevant, and if their performances are entertaining, they're going to retain a loyal base of support, or even get more popular. Then there's the wrestlers like Dom Mysterio, Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins, and Jacob Fatu that get huge reactions. It puts the up-and-coming babyfaces in a tough spot when they don't have an established loyal base. And if the story revolves around the heel's actions and motivations, then the face has to get over on just being cool or being a victim. Both are a tough sell. LA Knight, Jey Uso, and Jade Cargill are doing it well, but straight-up babyfaces seem to be rare. The darkest days of WCW dissolved into a league of showboating, merch-selling veterans as the popular villains, making it near impossible for less established babyfaces to get over or have opportunities to impress. Too far in this direction should be avoided at all costs. What's needed is some compelling storytelling around heartfelt babyface struggles. Hot take number 4. Are the Judgment Day fully babyface now? If not, I think they are well on their way. Dom got a huge ovation when he won the Intercontinental, and what really impressed me was the reception he got when he ran back down the ramp for a curtain call. And now JD McDonough is back, and it's great to see him again. When he was injured, I remarked that he could be the most over wrestler on the roster because of his perseverance and his heart, and also his punctured lung. Finn, in my estimation, is now a sympathetic character, having been booked so unfairly this past year. Carlito is Carlito and is easy to cheer for. Liv plays heel, but I think she's on the cusp of being the most popular lady on the roster. She's really found her groove this last year and has had some amazing performances, most notably, but not exclusively, at Elimination Chamber. If Dom is face, surely she'll be getting cheers right there with him. And Raquel, by association, if she stays consistent within her character and in the ring, will pick up support as well. All that's missing now is for R-Truth to rejoin the band. A funny reversal would be an R-Truth heel turn within a babyface Judgment Day. But they don't kick him out. They keep giving him second chances. And he keeps turning on them. Hot take number 5. Well, far too late, I'm offering my condolences to Kevin Owens. A part of me just didn't want to accept that Kevin was seriously hurt and missing out on the big show. But now that WrestleMania has passed, I guess it'd be foolish to still be in denial, though admittedly there's still an iota of doubt because it's wrestling. But let's ignore that and wish Kevin's a speedy recovery, the best of health, and the best of luck. At the same time, we can happily welcome back Sami Zayn. It was great to see him celebrating with Jay and Jimmy, but I was a bit anxious because of all the heel turns and betrayals lately, worried that another one was coming. But thankfully, they just did the handshake thing and kept it chill. I wonder what's next for Sami. I hope either the Money in the Bank or the Royal Rumble are on his to-do list this year. The Rumble's in Saudi, so he's already an early favorite for that, but I'd rather see him win the Money in the Bank first and have to deal with the temptation of cashing in on Jay. Hot take number 6. Both Sami and Kevin missing out on WrestleMania gives me mixed feelings about Elimination Chamber, which I had trepidation about to begin with. Bayley missing out on WrestleMania was an extra kick in the pants. Becky coming back is great, but too bad it had to come at someone else's expense. I was half expecting her to come back at Mania, but the way I would have booked it would have been just a walkout and stare down after the Tiffany-Charlotte match. Will Becky feud right away with Lyra, and will she take the Intercontinental title from her? That would be a shame. Lyra had 2 belts for all of 24 hours, and then to lose them in quick succession would be a heavy blow to somebody with a ton of talent who is just starting to gain some momentum. Also, I still have my heart set on Liv versus Lyra and don't want Becky getting in the way of that, so I hope Bayley isn't out for long and has a proper feud with Becky without a title involved. Just 2 good old-fashioned horsewomen going at it for personal glory and bloodlust. Hot take number 7. The first WWF match I ever saw was Brutus Beefcake and Greg the Hammer Valentine versus Mike Rotundo and Barry Windham in the Philadelphia Spectrum, the US Express losing their tag titles to the Dream Team. My first favorite wrestlers were the British Bulldogs, Davey Boy Smith, and the Dynamite Kid. I've always really liked tag team wrestling, and right now the tag team divisions are looking really strong. Fraxium debuted on the main roster and looked great. The ladder match for the titles between Street Profits, Motor City Machine Guns, and DIY was amazing. New Day are back on top, but War Raiders are really good too. New Catch Republic are back on Raw, and you've also got Pretty Deadly, American Made, and Waller in Theory. Another really good team that's been jobbing a lot lately is Angel and Berto. Those 2 are super talented, but I doubt they'll ever get their flowers. If that's the worst team in your division, you've got a solid tag team roster. There's probably enough teams to have a good tournament. Long ago, I witnessed the Frank Tunney Sr. Memorial Tag Team Tournament at Maple Leaf Gardens, and it was awesome. Someday I'll do a post about it. Won by the Killer Bees, who beat Sika and Kamala, King Kong Bundy and Paul Orndorff, and then Demolition in the finals, the Bees were then awarded a title shot and fought a 4th match that night against the champions, the Hart Foundation, which of course they lost. Other teams in the tournament were Danny Spivey and Jerry Allen, the Can-Am Connection, Bob Orton and Don Morocco, and the British Bulldogs. The event took place exactly 2 weeks before WrestleMania 3, a splendid appetizer before an historic feast. Thanks for being here. It's an interesting time in WWE. The Renaissance era, which in my view started some time ago, is over. The Triple H era is 1 year in, and alignments are getting murky. Look, I'm not a babyface. I'm not a heel. I'm the dispatcher. You're on the top turnbuckle, and every day is a sunset flip.